Hello and welcome, and man, did I wake up to a shitstorm. We got Truth over here adamantly defending the new system, which is not a good system at all. But let's just go into it. I went into it a little bit, but not a lot. Alright, people are exaggerating how bad the new format is. Not really. It's still 2 Dokkan Fest in the celebration like before. Yeah, but split up. Top legendary summon banners have never been great. You're right. Although Global's version was pretty good, I would say. 4 LRs, 10 featured units, 2 of which were the new ones. I would say that's pretty good. Bad featured unit lineups, and you get a character with a terrible leader skill. Yeah, for the most part. Carnival units appear to be better than regular yellow coin LRs and have a better leader skill. Yes. While Goku's 200% powerful comeback is not the greatest because it's a weak category, it's certainly much better than 2 categories better at 150. Agreed. The Carnival banner is also better than old yellow coin banners now, with 7 featured LRs. Like I said before, the one on Global was like a good step in the right direction with 4 LRs. Granted, those other 2 LRs really weren't the best. One of them is actually the same, isn't it? God Goku? Yeah, wasn't one of them God Goku? So it's like the same one. It's like God Goku and the Angel Vegeta on top of the top legendary summon. But yeah, I mean 7 featured LRs, this banner, they're not really good. There's like 2 good ones besides the LR. So I would have told free-to-play players to skip the horrible top banner anyways and tell them to summon on the Dokkan Fest banners, and that's what I still recommend. Yeah, but the problem is the top legendary summons were good. Kaioken Goku was good, but he's one of those units that's just all big unga bunga damage, and Vegeta was just designed pretty weird. Whereas there's Goku is like top 1, top 2 best units in the game. Like no questions asked. Like that Goku's ridiculous. We'll just keep on. If you don't like the Carnival, don't summon. Don't summon, and summon on Cooler plus Part 2 Dokkan Fest. They will know the stats of the banners, and if Goku underperforms, perhaps they will change the format. So in summary, I think free-to-play players should avoid the Carnival banners. That way, for the most part, y'all should have been avoiding yellow coin banners. Use all your stones in the celebration on the Dokkan Fest exclusives with better leader skills. Yeah, this, if you don't like the thing, don't do it. That's a terrible argument. It's just a bad argument. And yeah, you do raise a really great point for this last part. But the problem is, you are a whale. You are going to summon until you rainbow it. So you kind of are defeating the purpose that people are, will try and like boycott it, which is getting almost completely negated by you. Obviously, you can't like negate it for everybody, but it really doesn't matter. This is not a good argument. Me personally, this is my take. Well, I put a comment. If it was just part 1, the banner format would be pretty good. But the fact that in 2 weeks another Dokkan Fest exclusive and Carnival will drop is the problem. We now have 4 banners instead of 3, and that's really my big point. Sure, Goku 7 LRs, but 3 of them are good. They just squeezed in another banner. Not a good change for players, because it is not. The fact that there's now 4 banners is a Big deal that a lot of people aren't talking about. Before, it was just the two dual Dokkan Fests at the same time with the 3+1s. Now it's dual Dokkan Fest, Carnival, dual Dokkan Fest, Carnival. And the problem with that is the 3+1 is going to end by the time part 2 comes out. So you can't even like strategically like pick and choose what you want to summon on. Honestly, since they're bringing out 4 banners in this celebration, the 3+1 should be the whole time around. It should be the entire celebration. Because summoning on 4 banners is just too much. And especially since now, you made it a point earlier, they're making the yellow corner R's really good. Now, they're worth summoning on. Because the top legendary summons, I mean, the last couple have been like fire, but the ones before were just like, yeah, that's just kind of like if I have extra stones and I'm feeling a little bit frisky. Now, I mean, this Goku is insane. He's like top 1, top 2. You can't just say like, oh, just don't summon. Just don't summon. It's like, oh, they're going to see the numbers. It's like, dude, you're the rainbow guy. You're going to summon. But let's just see some of the comments. Like I said, my point is the 4 banners. I really don't like that. If it was just dual Dokkan Fest and 1 Carnival, dope. Cool. I like that. But adding another banner, nah, I do not like that. And that's really bad for players. But no, it isn't. Before you knew Dokkan Fest at the same time. Now, for all we know, part 2 might shit on Cooler. And oops, no stone. Yeah, that's a big problem. And I know, before any of you say it, it's a gacha game. That's how they make their money. Yeah, sure. The old way was still better. They still made a lot of money, and it was pretty good for everyone. Yeah, it just seems like they're going down the greed route, and they're just shitting out more banners, extra banner to make more money. And I don't like that, especially since this game does not have a pity system, and the coin system is its own separate thing. Well, good for you. You're wrong. Oh, yeah, I agree. This is a rare DaTruth L, unfortunately. Honestly, I don't mind the change since I'm 100% free to play. The only thing is that you can wait till you see what the part 2 banners look like if you want to summon on that instead. But you could miss out on the 3+1. Yeah, so your first part completely nullifies the second part of that statement. Like, you can't just wait and see because the 3+1's gonna end. This isn't good for a free-to-play at all. This is actually horrible for free-to-play. But, sure. True Bandai show. I mean, yeah, kinda. Hold on. One thing I hate the most right now is knowing that I have to save stones for 2 weeks. Once I get Cooler, it's just a waiting game before I get to summon on the second unit. See, I don't necessarily mind them splitting up the dual Dokkan Fest per se. It could be done a lot better. They honestly should have revealed what part 2 was. I know that's really dumb. Like, oh, that's just stupid. Like, I'll lose money, whatever. But I just don't like that. We gotta wait 2 weeks for part 2, and we're not even gonna know what they are until the 3+1 ends, and that's a big deal. I mean, you're not wrong, but probably everyone is upset to need to summon on a terrible banner to get such a hype unit. Yeah, basically, because the way the banner format was before, not the banner format, like the summon character format, where it was almost not really like a super hype character, but hype enough to warrant like an LR. But now it's like they're using a really hype character like Super Saiyan Goku from the Cooler movie with dope animations and a revival. So they really are enticing people to summon. So it's going to be very hard to just skip. Format still sucks. I ain't reading all that. I'm happy for you. Sorry that. Yeah. Yeah, some of these I did go down real quick. Dokkan Dance. I love this fucking video. I feel like people will like the format more with time. It sucks right now because they haven't added enough crazy good Carnival LRs yet. Once they do, the banners will be looking a lot better. Yeah, you're right. But it still sucks. It sucks right now. And I know they got to start somewhere, but I don't know. I feel like the LR selection could have been a lot better. So on JP, Kaioken Goku. That's good. That's very good that he's featured. And then the next best unit is Exchange Vegeta, and then it actually nosedives in quality from there. I feel like if they would have had Goku and Gohan, the Tech LR, I feel like not a lot of people would have complained, to be honest. But at the same time, they're relatively newer-ish, so it was kind of unlikely. The only issue I see where people complain about is how hard it is to pull the main unit for these new Carnival banners. But then again, there's so many featured LRs where it's pretty hard to come out with a W regardless. Other than that, I would agree with you. No, I mean, the Carnival is exactly the same. 10 featured units. And, you know, it's essentially just a 1 out of 10 chance. But the quality of featured units is a lot worse on the Carnival banner. Honestly, how much are they paying you to do this? Yeah, I found that one kind of humorous. Old characters in the previous portals were okay, but not as good as Goku. And Goku is Dokkan Fest level. Yeah, he is. That's the problem. We want it. Before we could skip it, now we can't. It's difficult to understand for you, all the whales, I think, yeah. I think that's really the big problem here, is the whales. They really just don't get it, because, you know, not as bad as people make it out to be. I disagree with that part. Doesn't mean it's good. Please, for the love of God, just listen to what people in general have to say and don't rely on your only opinion of someone who uses thousands of dollars every month on a mobile game. This right here, because I don't know, this is kind of just like a societal thing. Everyone just follows whoever has the most clout's opinion. It seems they can't formulate opinion by themselves. And I know the masses, like, I would say a majority of the community does not like this change, because it's not a good change for free to play or light spenders. It's not. Like, you can say all you want that it is, but it is absolutely 100% not. And you're lying to yourself if you think this is like a good change. But yeah, Maverick, a lord of terrible takes. I literally don't see the problem here. It's literally the same DDF conceptually under a different name. The leader is a 200% leader skill. This is honestly a move in the right direction for Dokkan. No, the fuck it is not. It's a new concept, and Dokkanners aren't exactly well receiving when it comes to changes. That's bullshit. Like, yeah, I can understand that. But there have been plenty of changes in the past that no one gave a shit about. There was no uproar. This is a step in the wrong direction. I know you have very bad opinions. Like I know it's like, I don't know if it's like attention you want, just like for the interactions, but this is just idiotic. I definitely think he's trolling. Then you literally skip the differences. One more portal, a new coin system that will prevent you from getting the new unit anywhere but Carnival banners. Only positive only positive aspect, increasing money spent on the game. And that's what it is. This is a very greedy move by Akatsuki. And again, if you think otherwise, you are wrong. This does not benefit the player in any way, unless, you know, they like to spend money. And so say, hey, it's a win-win, I guess. But this is not good for players. This is only good for them. This banner format is to get as much money as possible. And I know it's a gacha game, but that doesn't mean this fucking change is good. Just because, oh, it's making them more money, that's why they're doing it, doesn't mean we have to sit there and accept it. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, if they all of a sudden, okay, let's change up the banners. Let's make it so, like, the brand new unit, let's say the brand new Goku, he's not featured. The new Goku is unfeatured on the banner, and that's how you pull him. Or you're just going to say, like, oh, that's fine. They're going to make so much money doing that. Like, no. Like, stop defending mediocrity. Like, or bad business practices. Oh, we're going to make them so much money. Why are people expecting people who blindly meet right the game to understand what cons are? Yeah, that's very true. And yo bootsa. Yeah, it's Maverick he's one of those dudes on Twitter that are just, they make infinitely bad takes, just so moronic. Coins are a big deal and they're being handled abysmally as of now. Yes, they are. A new coin is ridiculous. The fact that they added a new coin is ridiculous. Like, I'm over here like, yo, just make a fucking pity system. Like, I guarantee y'all will make a shitload of money if you added a good pity system. Like, I'll probably make a whole video on it, but pity system, that's all they need to do. It's literally an extra banner to summon on for the same amount of new units. If 10 featured units are better than 12, then so are 3 banners better than 4 for the same amount of units. I feel like yellow coins have lost value and don't know how often we can use teal coins. Yes. Like, that's the big problem, is the 4 banners. Or how they managed to mess up worldwide. Hey, agreed, man. I want to say they messed it up. Well, if you didn't pull the new units, I mean, yikes. People think you're forgetting that we get a Dokkan Fest in Part 2 anyways. No, we don't. And another carnival. Oh, for this celebration, okay. Essentially, we're getting 2 Dokkan Fests, same as usual. But now we're getting 2 legendary units that are way better than normal. The only thing that changes is its order. Yeah. The order being changed does not matter. Kind of. Like I said before, the big deal is we don't know what Part 2 is going to be. And by then, the 3+1 is going to end. So that sucks. Oh, let me like that. I completely agree. The only thing about this whole ordeal to me is the new Carnival coin. If people do just skip the Carnival and only summon on the Dokkan Fest, they'll never get those Carnival exclusive LRs. At least we can get yellow coin LRs on big ticket banners. Can't get coins on tickets, my guy. There are 2 options. You're paid by Bandai or you just don't understand. Then before... What? Oh, you don't understand that before you have to pull on 2 banners. Now it's just 4 because a new LR is broken and high. Yeah, I feel like it's really coming down to that. I don't mind Carnival, but I hate the feeling of getting a new Dokkan Fest in 2 weeks. Yeah, honestly, they should have just done the Carnival like on Part 2 or Nah, I don't know. I just don't like this format at all. He's playing with fire here. Yeah. This situation is not going to age well, for truth, because he's a very stubborn person. Like, I fuck with Truth. I watch all of his videos. Great as background noise. Great. Love Truth. This is one of the, like, less than handful of times I really disagree with him. But this is something that's not going to really age well because he's going to die on this hill. He's never going to admit that, like, oh, players don't like this, because he's just going to call players who don't like it crybabies and all that. Where some of them are, but there's a lot of criticisms with this. This is not good for free-to-play players. But that's besides the point. I mean, sure, they're just a legendary summon banner, but neither of the banners are great. Cooler's banner has 2 units that are borderline unrunnable until they EZA. And all the Dokkan Fest LRs on there and units are just got. And it's probably just good. And they're not cohesive at all. Well, I mean, the banner quality isn't really the issue here. It really isn't. It would be totally fine if they had. Yeah, inventing a new type of coin is fucking with the player base for no reason. Yeah, that's very true. It's true. It's pretty funny. Alright, so this will probably be like the last thing I look at. So, promise y'all, Legend was doing the shit Dokkan is doing with this new banner stuff. The whole time it will be full of memes on Legends doing it now. That it's Dokkan doing it. But now that it's Dokkan doing it, people think it's the holy grail of gacha game choices. I've never seen a more truer statement. Because Legends does this type of shit. And like everyone flames them. Rightfully so. But now that Dokkan is doing it, oh no, it's a good change. It's good for free-to-play. No, dude. Stop. Well, no one is saying it's the best change ever. I beg to differ. It's just simply making top legendary summons better to summon on. No. No. Splitting them up into 2 banners is not making them better to summon on. If they were still 1, and like I said, they did it like global, the 7th anniversary part 2, Kaioken Goku and Grade A Vegeta, where it was like 4 LRs, but the 2 new LRs were part of that 4, that would have been a fantastic change. But splitting them up, 2 different banners, 10 featured units, LRs or not, that's horrible. Like, you can't say the top legendary summons are better to summon on now when it's 2 banners, essentially 20 featured units, when they could have a top legendary summon like they did on global, 10 featured units. Both of the new ones are there. I don't know. I feel like that would have been better. Like, am I wrong? 10 featured units opposed to 20, essentially, on 2 different banners? Whatever. The main banner people summon on, the Dual Dokkan Fest, are almost exactly the same. No need for new coins there. So it would have just been yellow coins. Absolutely. There's no need to add another damn currency. Yeah. Or they could have just kept it blue with the featured units in the shop. Blue coins are completely and utterly obsolete now. I wouldn't be surprised if Heroes had some sort of carnival too. Yeah, probably. People are destroying Dokkan for what they're doing too. Legends is just a greater extent because it's common for Legends. Yeah, they accept it. That's the problem. They accept it. We can't accept it for Dokkan. We can't let that shit happen. Dokkan following in Midgen's footsteps. Yeah. I mean, they see them making money over there doing shit. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people hate on this, but at the same time, for the game, this is good. But for us player, it sucks. Since they want us to spend stones of money. Gresh video explained it well, and I agree. It sucks, but money is money. Yeah, but we should not accept it. We should at least do our best to fight back. We can't just sit there and just say, oh, it's going to make them a lot of money. It's not good for us, but it's going to make them a lot of money, so we can't complain about it. I mean, yeah, they probably won't listen to us, but we have to fucking try. Like, this is a bad change. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, very good point. Money is money. That's all people really care about. That's why, they haven't fixed the fucking friend system. Everyone is hating the new banner stuff. Looks like Legends move to make more money, yeah. I don't understand how some people actually see this as a good move. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of crazy. I mean, it makes sense for Truth because, Dokkan's his job. And he has essentially unlimited, stones. So it doesn't matter for someone like him. But for free-to-plays, yeah, get fucked. Yeah, no double rates is an L. Top legendary summon banner sucked anyways. Well, the one on the 7-year on Global didn't. That one didn't. I mean, the quality of units was still hit or miss, but hey, 4 featured units, 4 featured LRs, 2 of which were the new ones, 10 featured units. I would say that's pretty good, to be honest. It's way better than this current format. Dude out here farming content for outright. Yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of people do nowadays. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like the ulterior motive. But yeah, that's all I'll do. Maybe I'll make another part when more stuff comes out. But I don't like this change. This change is balls. It's ass. It's great for Akatsuki. It's great for Dokkan. It's great for their bottom line, but it is not good for players. And if you think it's good for players, you are dead wrong. Like, completely wrong. And please stop riding the meat. Stop riding the Akatsuki meat. This is not a good change for players. And they really need to do better with this. Because I wouldn't say they fucked up the worldwide, but this is one of those things that's just like, ugh. It's leaving a dent in the legacy of this worldwide. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you like the change? Do you hate the change? Tell me why or why not. Am I bugging? No, of course I'm not bugging. I never bug. Anyway, thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.